burning bright, but now our ashes scattered in the night. Promises we made, now they're torn apart. Love's become a battlefield, we've lost our hearts. It said forever, but forever's come and gone. We're tangled in a game where nobody's won. Caught in the crossfire of love and pain, trying to find shelter from the pouring rain. We're entangled in a bad romance, dancing in the shadows, lost in a trance. Caught up in the storm, we can't break free. This bad romance is drowning me. We're tangled in a web of lies, underneath the tears the love dies. We're trapped in this bad romance, can't escape this deadly dance. Every kiss we share, it's bittersweet. A love that's turned to poison, hard to beat. Words we said in anger, scars that never heal. In this twisted love, it's hard to feel. It said forever, but forever's come and gone. We're tangled in a game where nobody's won. Caught in the crossfire of love and pain, trying to find shelter from the pouring rain. We're entangled in a bad romance, dancing in the shadows, lost in a trance. Caught up in the storm, we can't break free. This bad romance is drowning me. We're tangled in a web of lies, underneath the tears the love dies. We're trapped in this bad romance, can't escape this deadly dance. Soft emotional vocals with light instrumentation. In the quiet moments, I see the truth. Love's a cruel game. We're the proof that I can't let go, can't break away. From this bad romance, we replay, we replay, we replay. Tangled in a bad romance, dancing in the shadows, lost in a trance. Caught up in the storm, we can't break free. This bad romance is drowning me. We're tangled in a web of lies, underneath the tears the love dies. We're trapped in this bad romance, can't escape this deadly dance. No second chance, caught in a loop, a deadly dance. This bad romance, a lost last dance.
Welcome all, how you doing? How's everybody out there doing? We thought we'd get into a little 420 pay party, show you guys how to do this second round. Roll them up, line them up, pour them up. All right, so what we got here is exhibit number 2 for voting for the upcoming 420 paint party class, and I'm going to show you guys how I do it. If y'all are into that type of thing. Got an above view going on. Let me grab a brew and we get this done. right. We got an above view looking down. You guys want to grab a pencil or a pen or anything like that? So here we go. Go to the live screen. So I totally had that on mute. That was on mute. So what I was saying was, this is going to be the exhibit. It's going to be a Day of the Dead type of thing. And I was contemplating whether or not to put the bottom of the jaw in. So I don't know. I kind of wanted just to do the top part. I didn't want to make it too difficult for peeps, you know what I mean? Yeah, on me, Jelly Green. That's not the one I want. Just the next one. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my technical difficulties over here. So I kind of just wanted to do the top part. But let me see here. I'm going to show you guys how to do this, even if I'm indecisive. Okay, I think I'm just going to do the top part. So what I got to do is really see this right. All right, are you guys ready? I'm gonna show you guys how to get this done. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this pencil, this is our subject right here, this little sketch right here. So we're gonna do it just to the top part and these two side things. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna take your mat cutter here, and I'm gonna show you the simple way. So we're gonna try to center this piece right here. So there's the middle of the nose. So what I want you to do is kind of draw just a little circle right there for a second. Just draw a little circle right there in the middle for a second. Alright. And then from that, what I want you to do is I want you to take this map color and kind of do this bow, like a bow. Just like a bow. Kind of just like that. Alright. Then what I want you to do get your marker like this, just kind of do a circle. A big circle. And that comes off. It's a butthole. Good, you're done. Alright. So you got the circle. Now from there, what I want you to do is from this circle, I want you to draw kind of like a line like that. Then what you're going to do is you're going to draw an oval-like circle here. And then you're going to take another one and do an oval-like circle over here, but just a little smaller. Just a little smaller. Alright. So from there, what I want you to do is I want you to draw here something like a square. So from there over to here, in the middle of this circle, I want you to end like right there. So what you're going to do is you're going to draw something like a square. You're going to go down this way, like this. Something like that. Something like that. It's just to give you the idea of where we're going here with it. Alright. So we're just drawing shapes right now. No big deal. We're just drawing shapes. And don't worry about the lines and stuff like that, because you're going to end up painting all over that. You see what we're doing? See where we're going with it? Alright. Alright, so from here, what we're going to do is, on this one small circle here that you had, draw a little line just above it, like that. Just a little line above it like that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to draw something like a square. Go line here, And then on the other one, you're going to draw it bigger because we're drawing the eye, right? So take it right there in the middle and then go along like this. Then do a long swoop to right about the middle of that area. And then you're going to come down. Bring it down. Just to right here, and then bring that up, and bring that across. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on the little nose part right here. So from here on the edge is gonna be that little swoop down on the nose. So we're gonna go a line here, and then we're just gonna go take it down to right about there. And then we're gonna go here and give it a little bend. Alright. So that gives us that. We're going to come back to all that in a second. So what we're going to do right now is we are going to get the shape of the, what we're going to do is we're going to get the shape of this area right here. But before we do that, what we want to do is we want to draw the bottle area. Actually, no, we'll put the bottle behind it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you draw a circle, light circle right here. You're going to draw a circle there. Just use it as a reference. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this, we're going to go up in the line, we're going to go down, we're going to follow this around to that area. So we're going to do a little scoop. You're going to go from here, and then you go here, and you're going to follow the outside of that one little line to get right there. And then you're also going to do the same swoop from here. So what you're going to do is, you're going to get this mark right here, you're going to go up, get to the bottom of the swoop, and follow it around. Something like that. So going to go up here, follow that loop around, and bring it up to about that part of the eye. Alright. So what you see here is the space of the eye area. So what we're going to do is we're going to go from this swoop right here. We're going to go up, along, follow it, and then give it a little humpy area right here, like a little eyebrow part. And just put it right there. And then what we're going to do on the other side here, at this point right here, you're going to go up Just put a little line there up. And then we're going to get into the skull part. Alright, so the skull's going to come backwards like this way. So what we're going to do is we're going to start here at the point where this meets the top of that square there. And then we're going to go, we're just going to follow it a little bit. We're going to follow that outline, original outline. When you get right about here to the eyeball, right here in the middle area of where the eyeball is, in this area, when you get around to this area, when you're on this line, they're going to bring it back in. Just going to bring it back in. And we're going to connect it right there in the middle of that line. So when you get to that part right there, come down and connect it to that line right there. Boom. And if you want to, you can go back over that one line that you did with the top of the skull. Just make sure that it goes to the top of it and bring it back around. And you can round it out if you want, just to meet it right there. So we're getting there, we're getting there. Sharpen your pencils if you need to. Now what we're going to do is we're going to work on the jaw part. So you see this point right here? We're going to extend, we're going to extend the line out to the end of the teeth area. So at the edge here, we're going to take a line from here, and we're kind of going to curve it to meet that area. You can even extend it a little further if you like. Because we're going into the teeth area. So kind of meet the edge of that. And from here is where you can get creative with it. You don't necessarily have to follow. You don't necessarily have to follow what I'm going to do here, but just to give you an idea where we are at. We are here around the teeth area. Working on this sketch. So we're working on that teeth area right there. You can put how many teeth you want, but you gotta kind of make them exaggerate. Welcome on to a 420 paint party. Here we are doing exhibit number 2 to teach people how to paint live here when I have my class at the Resilience Galleries. Hope everybody's doing well. We are teaching you guys from start to finish here how to do this bad boy. Other people can vote whether or not they want to learn how to paint that. Alright. Where's the beer? There it is. Alright, so from here, we're going to do some teeth action. Alright. So, this area here, what we're going to do is we're going to kind of do like an acorn or like a candy corn shape. So kind of imagine a candy corn. Yeah, just like that. So draw yourself like a candy corn right there in that area is the best way I could describe that. So do 2 of those guys. You can overlap them. Kind of make one lower than the other one. Even bring a little bottom around the bottom area. Just like that. And then give it a little space here, like a little gap in the tooth. And then draw a big tooth right here, a big candy corn. A big wide candy corn. And kind of get it down to the bottom of where you drew that bottom of the square. Word. And make another space. I can make another gap there. And then kind of do like a box, maybe like a gumdrop, maybe do like a box, a boxy tooth. And then do a rounded tooth. Rounded tooth, just like that. And then take this and then kind of swoop it back around this way. We're not going to mind this area right here. This area is gone, but go right here on the part of that candy corn and make it come in and around more sharp. Like don't follow that outside part. Kind of bring it up to the edge of the bottom of that nostril there and bring it over like that to give it more of a swooping angle. This is going to be, don't worry about all the other stuff because we're going to paint right over it. You don't have to worry about that. Okay. So in the middle of the nose here area, I want you to draw a line, like kind of follow it around, and bring it down to around the lip area, and swoop it out. Bring it down to the teeth area, right here, and swoop it out. I think I'm going to have to draw the bottom half of the jaw, but we'll do that together. All right, so boom, you got the top half of the skull right there. A little exaggerated, but that's okay. So now what you see down here is this little ball under here that I asked you to draw. So what I want you to do is, I kind of want you to make the outside of the ball a little more dominant. Put it behind, go behind the teeth. Go behind, and if you got it higher, just go behind the inside. Like go behind here, but don't go over it. All right, what we're going to do now is we are going to draw like a cylinder. We're going to do a fat cylinder, so take one side of the cylinder. Imagine like you're going to draw a fat short cylinder, but don't complete it. Imagine you're going to draw a fat short cylinder, draw it right there on top of that, and then draw another cylinder-like thing kind of wrapped around the top. Just like that. I don't know why I put this in there. It's probably like going to be a bottle of potion. You can actually make it a little rounder, whatever you like. All right, and then we're going to draw a couple of circles here. A couple of different circles. You can draw more if you like. Right there. And then on the inside, I'll show you what we're going to do with that as far as All right, so we're gonna make kind of like smoke coming out of it. So we're gonna go up, down, and kind of meet. Kind of make a zigzag go this, kind of make an S, and go towards that. And then kind of follow the shape of the S on the outside. And then just imagine the potion smoke bouncing off of his head. You can do whatever you want, whatever kind of design. Just imagine the smoke just kind of going on this side here of his head. Its head, whatever. You can make it all zigzaggy and whatnot. And so you can even throw more bubbles over here just to take up space. Like that. Throw some more bubbles up there so we can paint them in there and take up more space. Word. See that? It's coming together. You guys can do it. We are what? I don't know how long we've been in there. It's only been 30 minutes. That wasn't including the intro. All right, so for the other side, we're gonna do a pretty little flower, kind of like a hibiscus thing, just to bring like the male part and the masculine part and the feminine part together in this here piece. And you know what else I'm gonna do? I'm also gonna do this just to do it. I'm gonna make the eye a little wider here. And since I'm doing a feminine and masculine thing, I think I'm gonna put a spade. I'm gonna put a spade in this eye. And then I'm gonna put a heart in this eye. Word. A spade in that eye and a heart in that eye. And then you'll see what we do with that. Y'all don't have to do that, but if y'all want to, make it your own. Leave a message in the chat. Let me know that you're here with me. Now what we're going to do is we are going to do a little girly stuff here. So we are going to take this area, we're going to make it rounded. We're going to draw a little circle in there. And from the circle we're going to go out like this and draw like a little bulb there. In the middle area, kind of go out. And then draw a circle. And then whatever flower you want, really, I'm just going to do this little design here. I think I'm going to go draw like a petal. Just do like a rounded petal thingy. Like that. And then we'll get in there later with colors to do that bit, okay? Now on this side I don't really know what to put there. Maybe you guys can help me decide what should be up here to take this area, like how I did the smoke over here, this area. I gotta have an idea of what might be girly around there. So I got that done, which is a problem now, pain in my ass, because now we have a bottom part here we gotta contend with. Which I didn't want to have to do a bottom, but now it looks like we're gonna have to do a bottom because we want to fill in the whole painting. So what we're gonna do is, how am teach you guys how to do this part. Alright, so what I want you to do is go straight down the middle of the painting, and at the bottom here, I want y'all to draw a small circle. Draw a small circle. Then what I want y'all to do is draw another kind of, I want you to draw another kind of bent rectangle. Then kind of draw a bent rectangle. Okay. So, in the middle of this chin, right here, in the middle of the circle, and the bent triangle, I want you to draw an upside down, or you can draw another one of those, what I call them? Candy corns. You're gonna draw upside down candy corns. So you got one candy corn there. Kind of draw like a smaller candy corn here, a smaller, fatter candy corn, like there. And then in the middle here, don't mind this over here, but you should kind of do. So right here on the edge of this, right here, on the edge of that, I want you to draw a thin candy corn. A thin candy corn. Upside down. And then along this area right here, stay here along this, draw two smaller candy corns. Follow this way up with your candy corns. So you can draw one here. And then this one you can draw like that. In the middle right here, draw a little bow, like right from here to here. Draw two lines from here to here, and kind of like darken that in there, because that's going to be the back of its jaw. All right. This is a little bit more advanced right here, but it's all right. Okay. So at the bottom, in the middle of the chin, take a line and draw it up. That. Up like that towards the middle of the candy corn. So in the middle of the chin, in the middle at the bottom of that circle, draw a slant up and then stop right there in the middle. And then what I want you to do is from here, imagine an invisible line going from here to here. Take this and then bring it around. Go, and then bring it back. Like that. Just make a square, a visible line like this, like you're just drawing a square. And then from the bottom of here, just go up and meet it right there. So for bottom there, just go up along there and just meet it right there. Just do a curve. And there that is. Now we got something to work with here. And the hard part is pretty much done. Boom. Hard part is done. The other stuff we'll have to come up with later is what's going to be up here and down here and what's going to start filling it in more. Besides like another flower. I really don't want to put another flower here. I just want to put something different. Like how there's bubbles and poison here for girls. It should be like, I don't know, something else. There it is. So far it's been 41 minutes. So I figured that the classes would probably go for like, I don't know, 3 hours or something, 3 or 4 hours. So we're kind of also timing the piece and everything like that. Yeah, I think that's pretty good, man, from start to finish. I showed y'all how to do that part. Not so hard, right? Not so hard at all. Alright, so for the paint, we're going to be using black, white, red, green, and we are even going to put a little bit of gold glitter right here. Probably like another piece of gold glitter right here to bling up the tooth. And I'll be showing y'all that whole bit. But yeah, that's that right there. Making progress. When I get back, after this smoke break, we're going to start throwing down the black. Start throwing down the paint. The green paint and all that other stuff. Let me go with this. Dropped it. Hello. Black paint. Black green paint. Dark paint here. Red for show. Put some water in this thing. Alright, so we have water for the brushes. We got green now, we got everything there. Let me see, let me take a look here. How are we gonna attack this? How are we gonna attack this? White. Alright. What I want to do is go in with the black on the outlines. So we're probably going to hit the black first. Get down on the outline. and put all those guys in there. I'm gonna start now. Let's see. So what y'all do next is just go in and trace over the skull part. And outside. With black. What can color this in? Don't smear it. Don't go on smearing it. Kind of just go on the outlines here of everything that you did. Pick one of them that looks good with all the other ones and follow those guys along. And don't worry if the circles aren't perfect because we're going to be painting those and all this other shit. Looks like I fucked up there. I fucked up there. But that's okay because we're going to be painting over that. I just fucked it up. Damn, I just fucked that up. It's all right. We're just getting it settled in here. Follow on the outside of that. We're gonna have to figure out where we're gonna put up here and down here, up there and down there. We don't know what we're gonna put there yet. But if you have any ideas of what we should put there, let me know. But we're working on kind of like a Day of the Dead type of sketch here. Subject number 2 for the paint party that I will be teaching people how to paint. So far I've only been at it an hour. That's alright, so now with the paint, you gotta watch out for the paint. So when your eyes, what I'm gonna do is bring the eye area into play. I know I'm gonna smear this shit. What I want to do is paint black on the inside around the spade. Just do it roughly. Well, not roughly, but just get it in there. And then we're going to fine tune everything at the end. What we want to do is throw. And then go into the other eye area where the heart is. And do the same thing. All right. Making our way. What y'all think so far? See, it's easy, man. You guys can paint this shit. It's no problem. All right. So we got that part done. And we did it together. It's no problem, man. You guys can paint that. Let me know if you think you can paint that. That's the ball. First one is right. Squeeze. All right, let's do the nose part. All right. The nose part might be a little tricky for you guys. I'll try to make it as easy as possible. So what we're gonna do is the nose parts might be a little tricky, but with all this fucking paint, all right, so go right here on the edge of this nose. Take a small line there, meet the bottom of that, halfway down, and then make a long swoosh down towards to kind of meet this part. And go up. Like a fang almost, make a fang. And then go up. Now in the middle of that line, remember that line that we did here? Go down here and make like a pew. Go down here and make like a point. And then go up again. And fall right down. Like that. And color that in. Don't worry about it not being perfect because we're going to add white around the edges and we're going to make it thinner and more pronounced and stuff like that with that nose bar. Boom. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take the black and let's go and trace the inside of these candy corns, as I said. So go ahead and take your black and trace in on those teeth. Trace the inside of the teeth. And don't worry about the thickness of the lines because we are going to we're going to go back. We're going to go back. This is just the beginning, guys. It's just the beginning. Stop moving, you guys are moving. Where are you going? Making your way, guys. Patties. Alright, so that's that. That is that. Now since the black, be sure wherever the black is drying, we're going to take light green right now. And we're going to go throw in light green over here in the bubble areas. Because it's time for some color. Let's do some. Go smearing on me. I'm gonna have to break out the dryer. Fuck. Just put this fucking thing up. I gotta break out this air dryer. That's the worst thing about painting is waiting for the damn paint to dry. Alright, that should take care of that side. Now I can continue with what I'm doing here. Oh, the carpet's on fire. It's not on fire. Again, it's pretty hot. So if y'all guys smell smoke, let me know. And I don't mean to get corny either. So we'll have to come back with some, probably a few coats, just to make that pronounced. We're also going to do a darker green. As well. what I want you to do is I want to take your lighter green and kind of go like a little wave inside the bottle area. And paint the bottom area right there. Like green. We're going to add some different layers in that area. I'll show you how we're going to do that in a little bit. Just like that. Put that one away. Feels like to tap me on the top of my head. Hey. So what are we gonna do now? Should we add some blue? Or white? Got some blue, some white. I don't know exactly. Are we gonna do the skull part? I kind of think I should incorporate some peach into it too. When I do the white, just so that it looks more like a tannish. Let's see here. What's it gonna be? I think I'm gonna add the white first, and then I'm gonna add peach.
Black new moons on porcelain. You say my name like it's a drug, slow and dangerous. You trace a map along my spine. Every scar is secret. You read my pulse like crooked lines. Took the world, make it.
Let's throw some white.
Pull me under my gravitational skin. You keep dragging me.
Here we go. Well, then we're gonna get crazy. Take some white and start going in. Just to cover up all the blue lines that you had. And you'll notice that it's going to start to blend in with the paint. So the blue will smear in, but it'll give it this blend of its own. You'll notice that the lines will go away, but it'll blend. sure you get that white in all over the skull here. To blend away all of those marks that you had. And if it gets too blue, don't worry about it, because we're going to go back over there again with some more white. Get your chin area. Can even throw the blue in here a little bit for the color of the glass. Look at that, it's kind of just working out by itself. Boom, color of the glass. A little hack there. So now I'm going to take some peach. Peach, and then I'm kind of going to go around the undersides too.
Jacket on the chair. Delete your number twice, still dial it out of there. Laughing in the dark and nothing on my phone. I hear you in the silence, then remember I'm alone. My body keep running in my head on repeat. My body, every shadow on the wall looks like you to me. My body, say you're gone.
Kind of just fold it around. It's all good because it's going to be painted over anyway, but it just adds more of like a real tone to it. No way, we're going to add white in there and everything like that, so just paint along, just keep painting.
Say it's over, but I still feel your key in my door. Say it's over, but I still
We're going to add white in there and all that other stuff here in a little bit, but yeah, it's just that little part right there. And don't worry if you get on the black areas, because we're going to go in down in there. So just kind of add the little tan areas where you like it. Go back over some of the parts that might have smeared in. Alright, so there's that part. So while it's doing that, and it's still wet, take your same brush that you had, Get into that white. As I'm going in there, doing some circle area. Kind of swish it around. Push it around. Feel the blending. Feel the blend. Feel the blend. Go with it. Take it where it flows. Whatever looks good, that's where you want to stop. Just feel the blend.
You said you never fall this far. Now you're tracing every bruise like art. Breathing in the poison of my charm. You love the danger curled inside my arms. I'm under your skin, under your sin. Crawling through the cracks. You
So now it looks more like it's gonna, as far as the colors go. All right, so we just made a mess of all that. How fun. Now that's dry, you can go ahead and finish this side of the ball. I think I want to make that flower here a certain color, maybe like a blue or something, I'm not sure. Do it like a light green. All right, we are at 1 hour and 14 minutes. This is part of the stream where we will take a break. We're gonna take a quick smoke break. Smoke everything out. When we come back, we'll put color in the flower and we will bring this painting together. Here, teaching you guys how to paint this little bitch. Subject number 2 to vote on. We're also gonna add some glitter in the teeth to make it bling a little bit. But stay tuned. We're gonna take a little break. Hang tight, don't nobody go anywhere.
Screen glow on my skin. Typed out, backspace it again. You say, come meet me at the edge. Same game.
We're gonna be right back.
Different kind of ledge. You pull me under. Midnight voltage in my veins. Every time you say my name, keep crashing over, over. Like a secret coded wave, you pull me under, under. And I don't wanna be safe. Cold air, handprints on the glass. Hot breath, heartbreak in the flash. You talk in circles round the truth. I fall in patterns back to you. You pull me under, under. Midnight voltage in my veins. I taste the danger, danger. Every time you say my name, keep crashing over, over. Like a secret coded word. times where our shadows hung. You say let go, but your eyes hold tight, breathing you in like electric knife. Every word starts to blur. Are we real? Are we just on your lips? I fall into the echo. Yeah, you call heart skips, then it stalls again. Say my name and break it. Better in the dark. We sway till our signals out of phase. Hold me close until we blur, till the world just starts to. Hands on my waist, where you feel far gone, dancing in loops to a half-lived song. You pull me close, then you
Alright.
cut
One more time
stuck in
here.
the space between wrong and right. Every word starts to
See where we're connected.
Are we real? Are we just on your lips? I fall into the echo. Yeah, you call heart skips, then it stalls again.
Hold
Say
on.
my name, break it. Stutter in the dark. We sway till our statement out of phase. Hold me close until we blur.
Okay.
Till the world just starts to. Till the world just starts to.
Alright, so I'm going to take the green. I'm going to go ahead and throw green on the outline here. Then I'll take black and I'll start filling in the black.
Name lights up at 3:15. You say you're almost on your way, but you're always in between.
With one of these brushes,
Stick on your coffee cup, still on my counter. Never cleaned up, you love to leave your traces, but never show your face.
so I'll put black in.
Don't lie. Say your mind or say goodbye. Don't lie. You've been the truth till it feels right. Don't lie. You want the heat and stay the night. Don't lie. Don't lie.
And then we're going to throw some color in on the black later on in the background. So we're just going to throw black right now.
I call it wasting
In here,
time. You're tasting
just to get that going.
and spitting out the line. You trace my your breath a borrowed alibi. If you wanna stay in my room, you better look me in the eye. Don't lie. Say you're mine or say goodbye. Don't lie. You've been the truth till it feels right. Don't lie. You want the heat, then stay the night. Don't lie. Don't lie. You say, relax, it's not that deep, but I don't play in the shallow end. If you can't stand the way I see you, are you calling me again? Don't say you're mine or say
All right. Back on that side. Now we're gonna throw color into this guy over here. So we're gonna take. I think we're gonna get pink.
you want the heat, then stay the night.
We're gonna get this hot pink out.
Don't lie.
Hot pink into this flower.
Okay, Martine, time to outdo it. Let's put your business knowledge to the test.
Bring it on, let's do it.
What's your biggest growth moment for your business?
Probably launching the new collection.
That's big. How much do you think claiming every deduction can save you?
I don't know, how much?
Do you want to ask the trusted expert?
Let's do it.
Hey Martine, customers find an average of $6,000 in tax savings with QuickBooks Online.
When you're 100% confident in your books, you can 100% focus on
I'm
doing
not
your
sure.
business. Martine, you're unstoppable.
With QuickBooks.
Don't worry about that commercial, man. Everything tripping. All right, so we got the pink in there for that. And we still got a lot to add inside of the skull for the sugar skull part. So just think about that. Bring that pink in here. Okay. I was thinking on here in these areas, do like maybe like a butterfly or some shit. I don't know. Neon fucking butterfly or something. Gotta think about that. Kind of at a standstill here for that. The flowers. I don't know. Kind of hit a wall. The wall is undefeated, as they say. Take some green and add some leaves here. Got some leaves there. Sweating in there.
Daisy, Mark Jacobs.
The Chevy Bolt is back with 2.5 times faster charging with public DC fast charging in Chevy's most affordable EV. We are so back. Learn more at chevy.com/.
So I'm going in on this
2.5 times faster
painting
charging
here.
with 150 kilowatt
Subject
public DC
number
fast
2
charging, 2027 Bolt compared to 2023
for
Bolt
vote
EUV.
at the next 420 paint party class. We're just throwing something down here for you guys to show you that it ain't so hard. And then paint is taking forever to dry. that a little bit with the dryer because it takes forever for this shit to dry. Well, not really forever, but it takes. There's going to be plenty more color in this black area. We're just going to fill this in right now. So that we can see, I think we're going to pour some drip action going down. We're going to let paint drip down into the black area. We're going to throw some pink and we're going to throw some red. And then we're going to let those drip down into the black area. That way it kind of takes it up. Right now, we're going to color in the rest of these areas. We're going to do the sugar skull style art here, which means like a Dia de los Muertos type of skull with a little flair to it. I'm going to add a whole bunch of stuff on the inside with the fine lines and stuff just to raise it. What happened to the music? Did it stop? Is that the sign? Oh man, what did it stop on me? Alright, well I think that's about as far as we're gonna go then. But that's just to give you guys an idea of what I be doing here at the 420 paint party. We're gonna go ahead and finish this up a little bit later on down the line. But we just wanted to show you guys just the basic colors and things like that. Thank you so much for tuning in. I was your host Tricky, aka Resilience here, Resilience Galleries. Just giving you a little sneak peek into the second subject of Provokes. If you like what you see tonight, give me a like, maybe give me a follow. Stay tuned to see what it turns out to be like. Till next time, be excellent to each other and party on, dudes.